What is up, everybody? It's me, Josh, Relentless Motorsports, Texas. Um, Building ECUs, getting ready to fix a LS430 hard shift ECU. A lot of these have to go out. I got to go make a post office run and buy some more packing tape and shipping labels. Getting ready to do that right after I make this video before I get cracking on all these ECUs. If you don't know who I am, obviously my name's Josh. I'm the owner and founder of Relentless Motorsports Texas, and if you don't know what Relentless Motorsports Texas is, it is a small automotive electronics remanufacturing company. I fix everything from ECUs to body control modules. I mean, I don't work on all of it, but feel free to call and find out if I work on what you have or if I'm willing to look at it. And most of the times I'm willing to look at it. I mean, we got a little bit of everything here. I mean, I got some Subaru stuff over there. I got this LS430 hard shift. I specialize in Toyotas. I love my Toyotas, obviously, if you look. The wall, Supras. That's actually a steering wheel center from a JDM Mark IV Supra. I mean, I got more Toyotas there except for the Nissan on the bottom. I'm also a Ferrari guy. I love my Ferraris and my Lambos. I work on that stuff too. Look, more Toyota. Option Auto with Supras. I'm a Toyota guy, but I mean, I'm willing to work on anything. I fixed a lot of Nissan Skyline stuff and Mazda RX-7 stuff and all sorts of stuff. I worked on a Jeep instrument cluster. Speedometer right there that had stopped working. But anyway, now that that's all the way, I want to get this off my chest. And it's something that pains me within the industry as a whole. I mean, I'm in the electrical side of the industry, but I'm still in the automotive industry, being an automotive repair shop. So most of us guys in the automotive repair shop all started out in the car game. We started out as car guys. We started out as, I guess you'd say, enthusiasts. Some of us just got into it for the money. There's quite a bit of that, but most of us started out as car guys. I mean, shoot, who's the first person that comes to mind? I just saw a post about him earlier on Facebook. Joel Granis. I mean, he races. He's a car guy / business owner. Jay and the guys at Real Street Performance, they're car guys. And then you got some of these other guys that are out there that are just in it for the thing. Like, I'm not gonna throw shade, but some of these other ECU repair shops, or the guy selling the rebuilt ECU on eBay, they're not car guys. They're PC repair guys that found out a little something about a car and they jumped on the bandwagon. They're not car guys. I can assure you that they're not car guys. They probably don't know any more than at most changing their oil. But most of this industry started out as car guys, and what made being a car guy fun was building a car and having other people tell you how cool a car is. And look, I mean, yeah, you built it for yourself, but it was cool to hear the compliments. It's cool to go to meets and talk about each other's builds and whatnot. And unfortunately, as people have gotten bigger and the industry's gotten bigger and times have moved on, people have become very conceited. They think they're better than everybody. They want to fight. They want to argue. Who can do it better? Who's the alpha dog? They want to trash each other, and that is very toxic. And it's that mentality is destroying. One of the things, there's many things. One of the things that's destroying this culture, this way of life. I mean, being an automotive enthusiast or just being a car guy in general it's not even a hobby. To an outsider it looks like a hobby, but to people like us, it's a way of life. I mean, I remember when I was a little kid, I got excited playing with Hot Wheels cars. I couldn't wait to go to the supermarket with my dad or my mom to find that next latest and greatest Hot Wheels car. That was before I could have real cars. And even then, I would like find ways to pull my Hot Wheels cars apart and mismatch parts. I always love playing with cars. I love cars. I'm a car guy, and a lot of us are, you know. And when you divulge your earnings, that you bust your ass for, and your heart and your soul into building these things, like most of you guys know, I have that purple Mark IV Supra. Right now it's automatic and it's non-turbo. I go to I've gone to a couple meets and they haven't said it to my face, but you can hear them off in the distance as you're walking by, or they don't realize it's your car and they're looking at it and they walk by, they're like, oh, look at this guy. Huh, he's got 3-piece wheels and carbon fiber on his car and a midnight purple paint job. The thing's fucking automatic and it's non-turbo. What a loser. Oh, it's left-hand drive, so it's less than mine because that's just toxic. It's like, did you become a car guy to shame people and to fill a void with your ego, or did you become a car guy because it was just something you were passionate about, and just seeing cars and meeting other like-minded people made you excited? It's really disgusting, and it's killing this industry. And then on top of these idiots, yeah, I'm calling you guys idiots. If you're watching this and this is you're a complete idiot. Sideshows. You're going to go hit people, do donuts, and ruin your car and drive around a stock car that's got no mods in it. Half the cars you guys are driving aren't even cool cars. I'm sorry, I will say this. They can be cool, but it takes a lot to make them cool. In my opinion, a 4-door G35 or a V6 Charger. Or Challenger. It's not doing donuts. Or some ragged out, clapped at LS400 that's got the bumpers falling off of it and it's 50 different colors. And you're on cut springs and it bounces like a kangaroo. Dude, I respect you that you're into the car enough to want to own that. But that shit's not cool. But anyway, what I wanted to really talk about, I kind of got off subject, is it's the toxicity within the industry as a whole. In order for business, how could I put this? All these other bigger ECU shops, you have bigger ones out there. I'm not even going to say their names, but considering all they want to do is trash me, I don't trash them. If you look at my posts, I've never come out. I've never said names of who did that shoddy work or whatever. Two things that are bad within my section of the industry, automotive. A lot of these guys, they don't care. They will blow smoke up your rear end. They will half-ass throw your stuff together and ship it out and give you a runaround and blah, 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 blah. They don't care. They're in it for the money. And in a way, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I kind of do it for the money too, but I more so do it because I love it. But obviously, I do it for money in exchange for my knowledge and time, because it's how I pay my bills, This is how I make a living, much like most of you guys go to your job. It's not because you might enjoy what you do and it excites you, but you're not just going there just because it excites you. I mean, let's be honest. But a lot of these other guys have the capability to do really good work. They choose not to. And then the thing that pains me the most within this is some of these other guys are better at other parts of doing stuff within the automotive electronics industry that I'm okay at doing, but some of them are better at doing. One shop might be better at building gauge clusters, or a certain kind of gauge cluster, or one shop might specialize in Volkswagen and Audi stuff, and I know a little bit about it, but I'm not as fluent in it as I am with my Toyotas, my Mitsubishis, and my Mazdas. Versus, and they might not be as good, vice versa, with the Toyotas, Mazdas, and what, and we should be working together. We should be able to refer each other and, talk. And honestly, I feel as business owners, it would make us a lot more money, because we could go ahead and be like, hey man, if I send you a job and it's XYZ amount, or, give me like 5%, which ain't much, for the referral. So now I just made money for not doing nothing, which just helped my business, and it also helps somebody else make decent money, and vice versa. Somebody sends it to me, work to me, and refers me and calls me, hey, dude, I just sent the guy over to you. And they go ahead and, send me work. I cut them in a little bit for helping them. And also, on the other hand, it opens up doors. Some people have access to other things that I don't have access to, and vice versa. So I could hit up, let's say the guy's name's Joe. Hey, Joe, I need a digital multifunction display screen for a Audi R8 gauge cluster. Let me buy one off you. So he just made money, and I got a screen, which is going to give me access to make money and make a job and grow my scaling and his scaling. And then vice versa. Hey, Josh, so-and-so's out of capacitors right now. I need like a handful of caps and XYZ value, blah, 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 to fix the CC. Yeah, sure, no problem, man. I'll send them over. And then, and we all help each other. We would make it a lot further as a whole if we all worked together. And, we'll still being business owners, but still refer to each other. Like my girls in the medical industry, like the doctors and stuff, all the time they'll refer you to another doctor or something. They help each other out. And that industry is booming with money. I mean, granted, the medical industry is kind of shady and crooked, and I don't particularly care for it. But they help each other out. So, what I'm getting at is if we could help each other out, make money, and broaden our horizons on jobs, we might be able to, taking work we normally couldn't do, ship it to our buddy. We get a cut off of the job, and he makes money, and then we get to send. And it just keeps the ball rolling, and we're all winning instead of having these ups and lows and ins and outs with everything. We'd all work together. Like, think about it this way. And it's a little late for me to use this analogy because I've already kind of made my point. But when you build a house, you need a plumber, you need an electrician, you need a guy that what do they call him, masonry, whatever, the guy that lays the concrete, the slab down that you build the house on. You need a glass guy that can set windows and all that, and then you need another guy that's gonna hook you up on the wallpaper and tile, and it takes all these guys coming together, and they're all making each other money. They're all buying from one another, all helping each other. And also, I'm sure each one of them, because they're in the industry of building homes and foundation, that they all kind of know how they do one another's job, but each one of them has their strong suit. The electrician might know how to pour concrete, but he's better with electronics, and the guy that pours concrete might know how to wire a house, but he's not that great at it. You see what I get? And as a whole, they come together, and they're like an unstoppable force. They're an awesome entity, a force to be reckoned with, versus the electrician. No, that guy pouring the concrete's a complete idiot. No, I wouldn't let him do it. Let me wire your house. Then you got some guy that's subpar, doesn't know. He's got an ego he's trying to protect, which is going to come out and bite him in the rear end later on. And, and the consumer's getting a subpar job, they're paying, and things just never go right. And it all comes back to just inflated ego, greed, and lack of respect. And in a lot of cases, the lack on the individual, whether it's me, you, or anybody else, on the effort and initiative we put into doing whatever we're trying to do or accomplish. And that stuff is destroying the industry as a whole, whether it's the guys making turbo kits like Precision fighting with Borg Warner, and Borg Warner fighting with Precision. Precision builds some really fast spooling turbos. Borg Warner's builds some pretty strong, robust turbos. They don't spool as quickly, but I think the Borg Warners are a little louder. If you're into the turbo noise, Borg Warner has a little bit better of a sound. That's just my opinion. But think if they came together and they worked together and they built this like ultimate like end all like super pro mod turbo, or they work together like Tile work with Zona, and they build some awesome turbos. Like if we just came together and we all helped. And if you're in the automotive industry and you see this video, feel free to hit me at www.relentlessmotorsports.com or www.relentlessmotorsportstx.com, Or look me up on Facebook at the same thing, Relentless Motorsport, and let's network. Let's help each other out. Let's grow this thing together. The world right now and our government and everything, all the forces of, I call them the forces of average. You know, they're trying to just keep us basic. Everything's trying to knock us down. Now's the time we all need to come together and unite. And just, I can't even say it on YouTube. Just, you know, just kill it. Just go out there and win. We all get together and we'll just absolutely take over and win. We'll dominate our corner of the world. We're car guys, we're enthusiasts, we're electricians, we're fabricators, we're engine builders, we're machinists, we're suspension gurus, you know. Let's help each other out. Let's start referring each other. Let's try to not just think about ourselves, but help one another out. And this shit doesn't have to be as hard and cutthroat as shitty as it is. And by us not being that way, I honestly feel all of us as business owners and enthusiasts will be a much better group of people. You know, like let's say you're trying to be stingy and greedy and your business is turning, I don't know, sure, some of these businesses are turning, you know, $500,000 to 1.3 mil a year in revenue. I'm not saying me, that's sure as heck on that level. I wish I was. But, you know, some of these bigger companies, you know, like maybe Titan or something, you know, but think if you had other people sending you work and vice versa and you scaled that and all that, that could 10x itself and become much, much larger. And so, you know, it's a win-win. There's a lot more happy customers. There's a lot more volume. There's a lot more work going around. There's a lot more money going around for growth and helping each other out. There's a lot better car shows. There's a lot better builds, better products. And, you know, just networking, becoming friends. It's really cool. You know, as people, you know, in society, you know, we're like animals in a way. We're like wolves. We're like tribal. You know, we gotta be around. That's why everybody tries to find their place and find people like-minded. We want to find our tribe. We all need to come together and work together and just keep going. Anyway, I've babbled on enough. I gotta work on this. I got a cat in my lap. And, yeah. Let me know what you think about this video for real. Comment below. Anyway, peace out, guys. Love you guys. And think about what I said, for real. Later.